Regarding Nigeria's 2019 economic outlook, what's your take on this regarding the projection by the World Bank at 2.2%?
Well, we are currently at 1.9. I know that the government has projected that we'll grow at 3.2, 3.1, 3.2. I am a little bit, I want to weigh more towards the World Bank's projection, because it's more realistic, you know, given a lot of factors. Our economy is not growing at the pace it was a couple of years ago. And then again, too, a recent release shows that as of 2018, foreign direct investment into Nigeria dipped by 36%. And these are factors that help to determine how well the economy grows. You know, so I'm not that optimistic. And then again, too, this is an election year, and we know certain things that comes, some level of uncertainty that comes with it, especially if things do not go as they ought to.
Exactly.
So I want to be a little bit more, you know, realistic with my expectations. And I've always said that we shouldn't play politics with the economy. I don't know what figures, what statistics, what projections the government is looking at to be so optimistic about the 3.1, 3.2%.
But we see a lot of this. We know that politics and the economy, they play a very vital role. So basically, you're saying that, you know, we shouldn't play politics with the economy. How possible is this?
No. I mean, of course, they are linked. But I'm just saying, for me, it looks more like a political statement, more like a campaign statement. Because, like I said, this is an electioneering year.
Yes.
And of course, it would be nice for Nigerians to know that the economy is going to grow at 3.2% in 2019. But this is just February, and I don't see what's driving that projection.
All right. Also, we always hear that Nigeria's economy is a potential. It has a potential for growth. Massive growth when you look at our population size, right? But then that's not enough, because we've seen in the past, in 2012, 2013, 2014, early 2015, the World Bank is saying that Nigeria had one of the fastest growing economies. You know, we were one of the top 3 from 2012 to 2015, right? But then now we've moved as low as the 88th in the world, and then, you know, the 41st in Africa. How did we get to this point?
Before I answer that question, I'm going to do a little bit of an excursion. I don't know how much time you have.
I'll give it to you.
So when the military handed over to the civilian administration, President Obasanjo, in 1999, our GDP, Nigeria's GDP was $50 billion. You know, 8 years down the line, later on, you know, with the privatization and liberalization that took place within the economic space, President Obasanjo grew the economy to $450 billion, our GDP. And then when President Jonathan handed over in 2015, the economy was $500 billion. Right? $500 billion, that's $500 billion. As of 2017, the GDP dipped to $397 billion. Now, I don't have the figure for 2018 because it's not out. Foreign direct investment in Nigeria, like I already said, dipped in 2018 by 36%. Right? Now, you see, there's a correlation between GDP growth in foreign direct investment or investment generally, and then, of course, your growth. Now, until we see an increase in the GDP, a reversal in the drop in the foreign direct investment, Nigeria's economic growth projection, or the real GDP growth, of course, will will not be,
decline.
it will continue to decline.
Finally, let's just talk a bit about the repetitive delay in the passage of the budget. How does this affect the economy? Because some analysts believe that one way or the other, it's causing more harm than good in the country.
So what's a budget? A budget is a statement of intent, right? It's a document that says this is what we want to do. So that's a plan. What's planning? Planning is a guide to an action. Now, when you cannot execute your plan, nothing works. It's just maybe a beautiful document that is written. You're not following through. But then again, too, like I said, why is the budget not being passed? Why is it not even being reviewed? Is the National Assembly sitting? Are they on session? They are not. So who is going to sit and look at the budget? Even if the different committees are meeting behind the scene, but you need the House of the whole. You need the Senate to all meet, deliberate on these issues, and then pass it to law. Until that is done, we'll continue to oscillate in a void. That's what's going on. So it again shows the poor relationship between the legislature and the executive. We shouldn't be, because one arm wants to be overbearing, against the others because you have the force of the law. Right.
But at the end of the day, the people that you see, the citizens that are being affected.
No, of course, we're all one way or the other. We're all being affected. Are being affected. The economy is not in a good place. A lot of jobs have been lost. A lot of companies have shut down, especially within the youth demographic, and it's dangerous for the society. It just shows that the future is uncertain. And that's not good for any society, So yes, I align with every other analyst that has said it's not good for economy because it's really not good for economy, So what the government needs to do is to reassess its modus operandi, its way of doing things, its relationship with, the other co-equal arms of government, the legislature, the judiciary, and ensure that things there's harmony. There's no harmony. There's no cohesion. So politics is at play. You remember initially, when we started this discussion, I said we need to be careful we don't play politics with the economy. Towards the end of this discussion, we're back to that point. Policies at play. You have different parties controlling different arms. And they can't. There's no synergy. So at the end of the day, it's the populace, the ordinary man on the street that really suffers, and we are seeing it. That's where we are. Relationships need to be improved upon. Processes have to be better. Otherwise, the economy will keep dipping, and it's going to get worse. Contrary to what the government is expecting, it's going to get worse because the projections are not positive.
All right, thank you very much for joining me.